Hey first grade, welcome back from spring break. It's time for spring week 11's art lesson. This week you're going to need your STEM journal, your sketchbook, pencil and eraser, and coloring supplies. You might also want to look back through the other art lessons we've had in Seesaw. Your first grade expedition information. You've been looking at the amazing bodies of birds. And the connection you've made from art to your expedition is that we're learning how to draw many different types of birds and how to draw them in the correct sizes. Your learning targets. I can observe basic shapes in nature to help with my drawing, and I can draw a bird with good proportions. Excuse me. In the design process, art is empathize. We are connecting ourselves to our subject, which is birds. So we've been learning about lots of different kinds of birds too. Can you remember all the birds that we've drawn over the past few weeks? Because we've drawn a lot. Do you remember what we started with? Do you remember the one we did right before spring break? We've done all kinds. We've done the brown thrasher, we've done a bald eagle, we've done a hummingbird, we've done a wood duck. We've done, lots of them. To the point where Miss Franz can't even remember all of them. We did the woodpecker, that was another one. We did the peacock, we did a penguin, and some friends even practiced doing a blue jay if you got ahead of some of the other students. So there's been a lot of them that we've done. And this week, you guys are going to create a new bird. This is going to be your bird to make up. We kind of did this at the beginning when we were trying to learn how to draw birds just from the start, but this time we're going to do it with more knowledge about birds and how they move. So let's look at some of the things that we're going to need to know and to think about. So in your STEM journal, you're going to find a blank page and you're going to write these things in your STEM journal. You can write my bird, my bird's colors, my bird eats, my bird lives, my bird makes a nest, my bird is like a, and then draw a little sketch of your bird. Then on another sheet of paper or in your sketchbook, you're going to draw your bird big and do the background. Don't worry if you don't get it all done today. We are also going to work on this next week. So let's look at what I am talking about. So I've got my paper here. And I am going to write at the top, remember, my bird. And I'm going to write, the first one is my bird's colors. What colors are you going to make your bird? I'm going to make my bird green, blue, and purple. What does your bird eat? My bird eats, I'm going to say ladybugs. My bird lives, my bird lives in a garden. So remember, I'm just making this up. This isn't a bird yet. This isn't a bird that we actually know of. I'm making up. My bird makes a nest. Where? Where does your bird make a nest? I'm going to say my bird makes a nest in rose bushes. So my bird only makes a nest in a rose bush. And my bird is like and I'm going to pick that my bird is like a hummingbird. You can pick what kind of bird your bird is like. Is it going to be like a woodpecker? Is it like a bald eagle? Is it like a duck? Is it like a hummingbird like mine? You decide how you're going to make your bird. That helps you figure out what you want to make your body type, the bird's body. So then I'm going to do a little sketch. So when we were drawing our hummingbirds, we did one little oval, we did the long beak, and we did the wings coming up behind it. And that's to help me remember that's what my bird will look like. You can add some more details here if you want, but really I want you to do your big details in your sketchbook. So if I'm going to come up with a new kind of bird, first I need to draw, because I said mine was like a hummingbird, so I'm going to draw mine like a hummingbird first. Alright, so right now you can look at this picture and you can tell it's a hummingbird. I mean, you shouldn't, if you look at this and think, oh, that's a bald eagle, then I'm not sure what bird you're looking at, because this, is supposed to look like a hummingbird. So once I've gotten this far, it'll be up to me to color. It'll be up to you to color. How do you want to make it look different? I know that I said I wanted to have green and blue and purple on mine, so that will be how I have to figure out how I'm going to do it, and you can decide yours too. And I have created a very unique and different kind of hummingbird. If the only thing you do today is write down what your bird, how you create your bird, that's fine. If the only thing you do is work in your STEM journal today, that's okay, because we're going to work on this the next week too. So you've got plenty of time. Don't rush through it. All right, guys. See you then.